Hey everyone, how's it going? Bad Jan in the house. Hey everyone, how's it going? Just gonna wait for a few more people to come in. And how's it going, Feck, Immortal Griff, Jeremy Libersat, Sports Lounge Studios. That is now Doug Bishop's new channel. They went with Sports Lounge Studios. He just did a UFC little showdown. We got Wrestling Mama Ed Ritter, Pun the Psychologist. How's it going, everyone? Just want to sit here a little bit before tonight's show. I got to go up and do some tacos yet. I got the ground beef thawing and everything. Whatever, who cares? Maggie May, how's it going? Ed Ritter in the house. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone that isn't here, they can follow what's going on. Terrell the Truth, how's it going? Can watch the replay and figure out what's going on. So, the changes that are coming, I wanted to do something different. I hate it when the beginning of the show starts and it says you're in a certain city. I want to get away from that. I want to totally do away with all that crap. And what I'm doing, you might have noticed all these nation type t-shirts coming out. So what I'm going to be doing is those logos and designs are also going to go on the rings, and each show is going to be represented by a different nation. Jake Bagwell, how's it going? So, say Monday night, it's going to be, represented by Kindred on week 1. Okay, we'll just go with that. And then you got Proving Grounds, say Valhalla and Tartarus are going to be the show that week. And on Friday, say Warrior Nation. And then the next week, it's all going to change. The arenas are going to change. The mats are going to change. Blah, blah, blah. So instead of it's going to be like from Biloxi, it's not going to be that anymore. And then we're going to be in Warrior Nation or Kindred Nation. That's the way we're going to break it down. How's it going, Black Bats? So, totally new angle I'm going with, and just a little bit more customizing. Wanted to bring to the channel and make it a little bit more interesting. How's it going, National Wrestling Federation, one of our sponsors here on Pillar to Post. Thank you very much, man. Just trying to make it more personalized towards what we're aiming for with the whole Wasteland bit. Because if it's the post-apocalypse, there's nothing left of the old world. Well, the new world needs to have a presence in the show. So, I've got, right now, I've got Spartans, I've got Warrior Nation, we've got Eternity, and Kindred. I've got to do the Bloodyard one yet, Steel City. Instead of Outlaws, they're going to be called Regulators now. Just a little bit personal touches. Chris Knuckles, another one of our sponsors here in the channel. How's it going, brother? No, so just bringing a little bit more flair to the channel, a little bit more personalization. Ross Mackey, how's it going? And that is why I'm also putting out the new t-shirt line as well, the new merchandise line, to represent the nations. So if you guys want to take part in, buying the t-shirt or what have you, it's there now. And then those same designs are going to be used for the wrestling mats and around the arena and stuff like that. Good to hear, Chris Knuckles. I get it. Now Kindred can take over the world. Well, that's going to play a part in future projects with R.W.O and Proving Grounds. So that'll come in much later. We'll get to that another time. Regulators, I was going with Outlaws for them, and I'm talking about Cowboy John, Danny Derringer, and Bocephus Brown. But another channel started using that, and it's like, I want to be different than what everyone else is doing. So instead of that group being called the Outlaws, they're going to be called the Regulators from now on. And just a little bit easier to distinguish them and not someone else's bad attempt at putting a name on them. You know, so just my way. Shit's getting interesting. Yes, it is. Now, what else was I going to talk about? I kind of lost track there. Alright, so if you guys don't have a design showing up yet on the TeePublic store, remember it is coming, okay? Don't start hitting me up and pushing me, because that's when I get frustrated and shit goes bad. How's it going? Brian Hillebert, another sponsor of ours here on Pillar to Post. And as you can see, you know, I work pretty good just doing my own thing, so just let me have at whatever I got planned out, and I'll try and make the designs as cool for your nation as possible. And when we talk about nation, we basically mean a faction. But, you know, got to put some names into some countries, or now what we have is districts and territories and nations. So, you know, just bringing something a little bit different to flavor it up a little bit. I do want to ask, because for some reason the PlayStation Network will not recognize my email address, will not recognize anything to do with my account. If there's anyone that can help me upload these designs to the PS Network so I can download them on my PS4, please hit me up in Skype so that way I can talk to you there. And thank you guys very much for your help with this. It's there, you know, just to make the show a little bit more interesting, a little bit better. And that way, you know, if someone beats Kindred, say, in the Kindred arena, well, you can kind of rub it in their face now. Or, you know, vice versa, if you do it to someone else's nation. Bada bing, bada boom, you know, you got your little bragging rights there. So, you know, build up a little bit more trash talk in the chat, a little bit more interest in the game. And as you guys know, tonight is the second episode of Proving Ground, because we did Wrestle Dome on Tuesday, and then we followed that up with the special R.W.O against R.o.W on Wednesday. So Thursday was Proving Grounds, and today will be Proving Grounds. We're going to get that all straightened out for next week, so it's running back in order, and get back to the action the way it's supposed to be. This weekend, however, yeah, we're going to be streaming all week. All fucking week. Since the titles were vacated, the Sinister Saints walked out of R.W.O and are exclusive to Malicious Intentions Wrestling, we have a R.W.O tag team tournament ahead of us this weekend. We are going to crown R.W.O tag champs, and we're going to find out who it's going to be. Now, if your team doesn't end up being in the tournament, that is because either you have a singles title or you're up for a singles title bout at the pay-per-view. So, what time tonight? It is going live at 6 p.m. It might be a little bit late depending on how close the supper comes to 6 p.m. But, yeah, it's Mondays. I've got to straighten that out. I think I might move. Me and Blaze want to keep on doing the reviews for SmackDown and Raw. So I'm going to have to shift the times up a little bit. I think I might reschedule Wasteland for Sundays. And then maybe something a little bit different on a Monday before the show, the Raw show. And maybe instead of Wednesday for Proving Grounds, well, Wednesdays for Proving Grounds, I can do that around 6, 5, 4, something like that. And then Wednesdays, it's going to be 6 p.m., I think it is. I got to run through with Blaze again what we all figured out for it. Hashtag New Sparta will be ready by next show. Yes, they will. Pete, have you got my guy? Ross Mackey, who is your guy again? I can't remember offhand. DOA, how's it going? Ross Mackey, just remind me in the chat who your guy is. I can tell you if I've got him or not. I have an idea who I think your guy is. Oh, your guy is raw smacking. No, not yet. So put your hashtags or your creator tag in there, and I will check him out and see if I can get him. I'm going to be making room. There is going to be some changes in the roster coming. Sir Dragon and Feck are moving over to Proving Grounds, so that way they can be with their nation, New Sparta. So that's going to go down. Okay, he might be Ross Mackey, but just putting Ross Mackey in there, it's going to be tough as hell to find him. So if you know the hashtags, put the hashtags in there or your creator tag. Celtic Crossco. Okay, here we go. Let me copy that. And I will save that here. Here we go. So like I said, Sir Dragon and Lil Feck are moving to Proving Grounds, so that way they can be with their nation, New Sparta. We want to build the nations up over there as well over time. And any other kind of changes, we'll talk to you guys on another show about that. So it's growing. It's growing, and it's always growing. And I love that. And you guys are a big help with that, too. I got to thank my Grand Inquisitor. Yes, he might have fucked up at the beginning of this week, but he came through in the end, put on a great show for the first show of Proving Grounds. Tonight, he's going to do it again. I've already seen the card. It looks fan-fucking-tastic. So, hate him, love him. How's it going, DJ Big? Love him, hate him. The Grand Inquisitor has a mind for the sport, and we are going to find out tonight what he's going to be up for. Very interesting last night. He had pitted Blaze McCoy against the Executioner, as well as the Nightmare known as Sin. To Jew 22, how's it going? Loving this show better than W. Thank you very much, Feck. That is greatly appreciated. Cameron Crash, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. A lot of good news at the beginning of this week. Lifted a lot of weight off of this big man's shoulders, and I'm ready to start feeling normal again. Won the war with Audible.com. They refunded all the money. My little girl, thank God, we got some great news there. So it's a lot of goodness going forward, and I'm going to be sending that back at you any way I can. Edgar Garcia, how's it going? Screw the Grand Inquisitor, he's whack. Has no brain for the business. It's about time he faces some suffering. I love you, Doug. I love you. I don't know if he's going to like you too much for that. Might take it out on the suffering. You never know. But like I said, a lot of things changing, and I greatly appreciate all the help from you guys. I encourage you guys, if you have any ideas to pass on, please run it by me, and I can do something about it, especially if it has to do with the nation issues. I know there's some crews that want to get nations involved in everything, and they're not going to change right away on the shows. We want to keep Proving Grounds to a minimum of groups being formed, so just keep that in mind, guys. And remember that the map behind you is for something special later on down the road. It has nothing to do with the game we've got planned out, but it has a whole lot to do with a new series that is going to be starting after this March pay-per-view known as Survival Games. Doesn't matter what he likes, says Doug Bishop. Matt Ingram, how's it going, brother? So, like I said, each nation going to have their own arena. Now, I should point out, the arenas are going to be smaller. I'm going to be saving the bigger arenas for the pay-per-views or special events. So if you tune in and it's like, well, why does my nation have a crappy looking arena? Well, because you're all fucking poor, okay? There's no money. Just kidding, man. All the arenas are going to look very similar, on a smaller scale arena, and then for the big shows, that's where we're going to have the epic looking arenas where we can just really pop something out for you guys. Thank you very much, Jamie6750Z. Always welcome here, and same with all you guys. Let's see, we got 5:01 p.m., so we got 1 hour. If I'm a little bit late, I'm going to talk to Blaze, and if he feels like Kindred Nation is aristocratic, thank you kindly. Yeah, well, you know what? Warrior Nation slipped in overnight, robbed your caches, and kind of stole all your money. So you suck, and now you're poor, just like everyone else. Warrior Nation now has all the money. Do you know DJ Trevion? Yes, he has been in the chat in the last couple of shows. Great to see him there. So, just messing around a little bit, Griff. Did they poop in the locker room again? No, we don't do that kind of thing. We leave that up to Silver Bullet when he gets a little bit, you know, that grumbling in his belly. But, what is Super Chat? Brian Hillebert, Super Chat is where you can donate to the stream, or you can become a sponsor. You can see, I believe there's a sponsor button at the very top. If you want to become a sponsor or donate into the chat, you have that availability for you. I would prefer everyone just, if you want to donate to the channel using my PayPal, and you automatically become a sponsor. And my PayPal, you can donate by using this. It makes it a lot easier. YouTube doesn't get a cut. Yeah, they might hate me for saying it on the channel, but like I've stated, the sales for TeePublic have gone way up this month, so that is going to be a nice big chunk going over to the 3D printer, where I can do the 3D designs of your characters, and later on, once we have all the plans in place, the tabletop board game. And we're looking at making the game so it can go to tournament mode, where it could be anywhere from 4 players playing all the way up to 40. DJ Big, I don't give out any moderator powers to anyone. I've got my mods. I'm happy with them. I do apologize, but I've got the people I like already, and we're good with that. So, yeah, so big chunk. Like I said, probably about... Our first month is going to probably be about $300 saved up towards the 3D printer and the new PC that I'm going to need to handle all the workload. And by next year, I hope to I'd hope to get it started this year. But presumably by the end of this year, we have a working prototype for the tabletop game, as well as maybe starting to push out the statuettes of your wrestlers that are in R.W.O, and maybe even some that are in GWA, and I'm going to be discussing that with Doug and Blaze McCoy and other channels that wanted to get involved in this. Not a problem, Brian Hillebert. Not a problem. You keep on doing it the way you're comfortable with, brother, okay? Not a problem there. So, like I said, we're going to have the new arenas coming. We're going to have a big, like the map that was there for display to show you where the territories basically lie. It's going to be changed up a little bit. Some new ones going to be added. And things are going to get interesting after March when that pay-per-view is come. Oh, you are DJ Trevion. Okay, thank you very much for letting me know. Humberto Munoz, how's it going? And if I botch up your last name, I do apologize. So, we covered the PayPal if you want to donate to the channel or what have you. You don't need to use the Super Chat. You just go over to PayPal. Yeah, the map thing, that is going to be breaking down after the pay-per-view. I want to discuss that at a later date, but I don't want to give too much away because I really don't want to ruin some fun. Thank you very much, Humberto. Speaking of getting involved, I downloaded Jake Bagwell and I'm putting him in my series as a crossover. Thank you very much to Jew. Jake Bagwell's going to love that. Hey, how's it going, Shifty the Drunken Dragon Clown? Is there any questions that you guys want to ask? Before I go off, I'm going to have to start cooking very soon, so if you have any questions related to R.W.O and Proving Grounds, please ask now before I got to get going. And then We're going to be back. I'm going to try being back at 6 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. All right, ask away, Feck. What's the question? Waiting on bated Beth, little Feck father. Can you put Feck in community creations? If Wild Eyed Yeti made him so I can re-upload him, definitely can do that. I was given a list by Wrestling Mama today, some of the people he needs that have volunteered to go to his show as well. Yes, we are talking about Universe Mode DJ Big. So yeah, if I can upload Feck, then I will. But if I can't, I'll contact Yeti, ask him to put him up on his community creations, and that way he can be used wherever you need him to go. There was an issue with one wrestler that was asked. I didn't create. That was Alexa Weiss. I did not create her. That was Mark from Bombpop Overdrive. He made it so that way you could not re-upload. So if you need him, you're going to have to hit up him. How much to pay you off to be sure Tartarus dominates? Not that we'll need the help, just asking. Well, now I don't accept any bribes. Something to consider maybe starting an R.W.O page where you could have your different federations listed with the rosters, each fed, just an idea. Actually, National Wrestling Alliance, the website is underway, and there will be also an option where if I want to, I can live stream straight to that website. So that is coming. Thank you very much, Jamie. I'll go to Yeti show. Okay, Jake Bagwell. I'll make sure he's already uploaded again. Yeah, so, you know, it's just another avenue. If I want to do something different over on the website, I can do that. You know, it's just a little thing. Add your PayPal account on there too. I will definitely be doing that. National Wrestling Federation. I've got a good friend of mine all the way out in England building this website for me. He's got great experience with website building and everything like that. And he's also the one bringing in new sponsors for the channel. So we're going to be seeing names like Papa John's on the channel very soon. GoDaddy.com is another one that's going to be coming to the channel. Those ones already a definite thing. So that's a lot of changes coming. Love your community better than WWE. Thank you very much, Humberto. Let's see. Serious question. Do I have permission to make a few changes to Pain? Yes. If you want some changes to your character and you can do that on your own, take it away, Doug Bishop. And if you want those changes going towards R.W.O, you got to let me know. But you know how I am. I want him to look a little bit different than what he's going to be looking like on your channel. Take it easy. And as you guys can see, Sports Lab Studios just went live. So we are going to be not a problem there. Actually, if you build your moveset differently, you can just upload your moveset and I can just download them and it doesn't screw up where your standings are in rankings. And those extra attribute points that get added as you're climbing the rankings don't get affected. Not a problem, Blade Charge. I got to get going like within minutes. I got a lot of cooking to do yet. 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 people to cook for tonight. So thank you very much, Shifty. Yes, you did a good job building Shifty the Drunken Dragon Clown. So that's going to be it for now. If there's any other questions, then you know what? You guys can ask me later on tonight, and we'll get to those questions the best way I can answer them, and we'll go from there. But let me quickly grab the link for TeePublic, so that way you guys can check out all the new designs. I've been uploading them to some of the chats, but not everyone is in those Skype chats. So I'm going to see if this one works today. If not, I'll just get a t-shirt one, and you can find me my online store another way. But yeah, we've got about 6, 7 of the Nation t-shirts and designs already done. So it's going to be interesting to see what each arena is going to look like. There we go. There's a second link just to make sure. Yes, there is a lot of new merchandise in there, Humberto. All your designs are awesome, Pete. Been loving seeing them. When I did the Warrior Nation one, I was looking back at some of my heritage. We've got some Native American blood in our family, as well as the Norseman blood in our system. So I wanted to do something. When I was thinking Warrior Nation, I was talking to my brother about it. The way I looked at Warrior Nation was it was a clan that kind of went back to scavenging and hunting and protecting their lands close to water, you know, that kind of stuff. And so they're not quite Native American, they're not quite Norsemen, you know, they're just warriors and taking on the old ways. So when I went with that design with the big arrowhead and the name, it just kind of clicked for me, and I loved it. And I knew you'd be loving that design as well. But that's it for this little show. I'm going to let you guys be on your way. I'm going to try and be back for 6 p.m. If I am not, I do apologize for running a little bit late. And I'm going to talk to Blaze, because Blaze goes on at 9 tonight. And if I don't have my show done by 9, I'm going to tell him to just fucking go with it. So, you guys have a good afternoon. And I'll see you back at around 6 p.m. Try and be there. How's it going? Michael Davis Gaming Channel, another sponsor of ours here on the channel. Great to see you here, brother. I'm about ready to sign off. Sorry for going off just as you're coming in, but I need to review after the stream is over so I know what up. And hi, Jake. Okay. So, you guys have a good one. I will talk to you guys all later on Proving Grounds. And it's time to get some food in this man's belly, as well as his kids and wife. So, take it easy, folks.